if you're able to increase CTR, let's say if your CTR is 0.5%, right? Let's say for example, right now, if you bump it to 0.75, that's actually a 50% bump. So if you get 50% more clicks, you're potentially getting 50% more results. That's what I was actually kind of like illustrating in the video itself. Essentially, CTR are usually related to the creative. So basically, what I do when I work with my clients for optimization is we actually analyze the campaign on a weekly basis, and we build hypotheses and we test the hypothesis week in, week out, and usually we will get better results over time. We may not be able to hit the right chord or like the right combination at the get-go, but it's always about constantly testing new variables and all that. So when you have a creative issue, the easiest way is to actually test new creative. So if we are able to have a creative that actually brings the CTR to 0.75 from 0.5, for example, that's a win. And we have to observe whether the people that we brought in are the correct ones, because having more clicks may not be, like useful if the clicks does not convert, right? So we have a lot of cases where we brought in the wrong people from the front end. So we may have to go back to the drawing board and recreate a creative from scratch and give different angles to make sure that we are actually getting the message across effectively to bring in the right people. So that's what we do week in, week out. So if you're talking about what I was doing, actually we were testing creative. If usually the CTR is always about the creative testing, but it's also about messaging. When I say creative, a lot of people would think that, oh, you gotta just beautiful things and all that. No, it's about the message. Sometimes when you do too much on the creative itself, you might end up doing the wrong thing as you bring in the wrong people. So we have a lot of angles to look into, yeah. But if you're talking about we add more creative to the previous, no, actually. What we usually do is we may split different ad set to test different creative and all that, basically. But adding more is a way to do it, yes, but we have to be really careful about how do we add it in. So we do not actually have more than 5 creative at one go in one ad set, because you know that the budget will not be distributed evenly. But eventually it's really about, one step at a time. We try to find things that, like first, I think eventually when it comes to meta ads optimization, we will try to look at the overall campaign to find out what's working. So the CTR is one possibility, CPM is another possibility, and the customer journey has a lot more different possibilities. So yeah, that's what I was talking about in the video itself, right? But if you really kind of like need help to know what's working and what's not working in your campaign, and understand what are the next steps that you can take, I would recommend that you take this gig. This is where I will review your Facebook ads campaign. And first thing first, I'll build a dashboard, and I will tell you that these are all the metrics that you need to track, you need to measure in sequence. I'll build a dashboard for you in your ads manager. And then after that, I will analyze for you, as in like we will go through the metrics. I'll guide you, like teach you how to analyze, or what is the CTR like, what is the CPM like, and all that. Now, what is this related to another metric, and how do we make decision based on that? So I'll teach you. And as we analyze, I will also draw hypotheses from there, and I'll build you a plan about what are the few things that you can do in the coming weeks, for example, hopefully to take your campaign to the next level. So if that's something that you're looking for, scan this QR code, buy me a dinner, of course, and we can actually have a 30-minute one-on-one Zoom ads audit or ads review, to look at your campaign and find out how to take it to the next level.